The most memorable collaboration from all the brands that we dealt with from 20 years have been them all. We are honored to have collaborated with some of the best brands in the entire world, whether it be Wu-Tang or the Chicago Bulls, to the Bears, to Trap House Chicago, the Good Kids Mad City, the nonprofits that we work for. They all had interesting meanings from us to the city of Chicago to make this apparel globally attractive. And from the New Era stuff to Nike, Adidas, to Reebok, to Pony, they all have. We do not take this lightly of the opportunity that we have to work with each individual brand, to have those resources and to have the data and have the marketing on all of that. The work that we've done for 20 years is not one that kind of stood out, from Hebrew Brantley to just them all. BBC, Billionaire Boys Club with Pharrell. We were handpicked in 2007, 8, 6, 2005 as one of 15 stores in the world that Pharrell handpicked. To have two collaborations with him and no one else have that is things that no one talks about. And that's why I just love our life, is that people would notice this after I'm gone and give those flowers. They're not now, because it's not important of the competition of people that have stole from us for 400 years and do the best collaborations. But it will come out later. I didn't have a moment. Number one moment with Virgil Abloh will have to be with the team. It had to be with Ty. It had to be with Vic. It will have to be with Brandon Rouse. It had to be with Mark Moran at that time. And when we had both stores in Wicker Park and Bronzeville. And I wasn't there. I was operating my business. I was operating 2 stores. We were always gone. We were buying. And Vic is the one who put that together. Mark Moran and Vic put that together with Virgil. I really didn't talk to artists. I really never have. My team really deals with that. I deal with operations and making sure that we don't get liens, tax holdings, yellow stickers on our door. We're not behind in rent. We're not behind in payroll. That's my obligation and my job, which no one respects these days, is everyone's out in the front of their business, dressing the best. And so I don't have good things or a good relationship with Virgil. We never really have. It was that he's an artist. He dealt with my artists. I was a businessman. Artists really don't deal with businessmen. I had to run my operations efficiently. He got what he needed, 2 t-shirts, 4 hats. No one else ever got that. It's documented, except now that's taken off, especially when they opened up RSVP with Don C. Mark left me to open up RSVP with Don C and Virgil. And I guess how I ran my business wasn't cool with Mark. And Virgil and them took exception to that, and they believed in that. And so we never really had a good relationship. So I have nothing really to say, but I wish him rest in peace. And what he did for the art world and the creative world is something so fucking inspirational in his last days. And I'm on that same path. Something can happen to me any day, and we're working our ass off on leaving back our legacy. And I think his legacy will transcend throughout the world for fucking ever. That will be hard to come back from what he did. But we all know his first collaboration was with Leaders. But no one else does. It's not even on YouTube or Google or anything, but we have the proof. I see sneaker culture going wherever Nike, Adidas, the billion-dollar companies, say it's going to go. That's just how it is. I have no say on where it's going to go. These guys run 85, 90% of the sneaker world. So what the fuck am I supposed to say? But sell what they tell me I'm supposed to sell. Streetwear went to luxury. Louis Vuitton and Gucci all stole it right now. Streetwear is this identification code. When you walk down the street, you saw somebody with a dope fitted, a dope rugby and pants and jeans, and y'all identified. And now streetwear is identified with the Virgil Jordan 4 and the Jerry Lorenzo Essentials hoodie and some Yeezy, foam runners on, I guess, is going to the most exclusive. What they say exclusive, and when you look at the data, they sell thousands and thousands of pairs. There's no such thing as exclusive. It's just a marketing clout chasing ploy right now of everyone kind of looking the same, or trying to look more different. I get it, but I don't really know. I don't really care. I just care about operating my own business and functioning. From my relationships with Nike, Adidas, or whatever footwear company that we deal with, a New Era, they tell us what we got to do and what we should do, and we just design and buy around that, basically, to survive and to do what we have to do for our community. I feel that there's not enough black and brown Nike or Adidas retailers around the world because it's hard for, or most of us don't know how to run a business, honestly, black and brown. Like, you have to have credit. You have to manage it. You have to have a retail store. You have to have other brands. And they're not going to pick you just because they need to pick you. It's what are you doing for them to pick you? And you have to market that. You have to be able to explain that on your decks and your profit and loss statement. You have to have money. You have to have a great brick and mortar. You have to have customers. You have to have a great online site. So that means you have to have your SEOs intact. You have to have a web developer. You have to have great managers, because they're going to walk in the store any day. If your managers don't know anything about the product, you think they're going to open you up? They do this. So the reason that is that most are not really on it. But now these days, Nike's going vertical. They're going direct to consumer. So they're taking away all the independence. The independence doesn't matter anymore. Why not? Nike just grossed $4.6 billion in a quarter going direct to consumer. Why wouldn't they do that instead of charging me half the cost selling me wholesale? They can just take those units and put it on an app. You have to be that much special and that much important to a consumer and to a community for them to keep you in as an account. And I still think many of us don't have that. Just because you want to open a sneaker boutique because you got 200 pairs of shoes, good luck. Because you know how to shop. You bought these t-shirts, you went to Saks, you went to Old Barney's, you go to Kith, you dress good, they owe you a Nike account. Interesting. The sneaker retail apparel market's not going to go anywhere. The people that own that are the bigs. We have nothing to do with that. We just play our part. As long as they're simps, as long as they're suckers, everything is going to stay the same. And people have no people skills. Society has no people skills. Us, we knew the managers at stores. These people don't know nobody. They just call around the store and they just hope. And if I have a shoe, just think, my Air Force One is what? $100. What are ones going for right now? $150, $200. They go to resale, so they don't have to bother it. That's what? Money management. Money management. Nothing's going to change. People are going to just buy and do just to be cool. But what's your store and who's your store to your clientele? All right? It's a nostalgia aspect that comes from that, of why they wear this. We always been fresh. We want those guys that will come to a rack and look at a shoe and be like, bro, this match this shirt I got or this jersey. I'm going to wear this, I'm going to rock it. Those guys get the best compliments. It's not the guy that wear the same shit anymore. But if you look at social media and the internet, the guys that's wearing the same shit, a guy that's a goofy, gonna wear the same shit.